We are my webheads. And today I'm gonna give y'all an update about the voice acting casting call. So I decided to cancel the casting call. Because there was just so many things that I wasn't able to do. So instead of doing a casting call, you guys are gonna send me your voice acting auditions on Google Hangouts. And I will choose the voices that will be in the video. So my Google email on Google Hangouts is parkerjxson81@gmail.com. So yeah. Also after this video, I will upload more videos about the rules, the characters y'all will be voice acting, and many more. And yeah. So now let's move on to the characters y'all will be voice acting. Character 1 Alice. Alice is my crush in the book. She is 15 years old, the same age as me, and has blonde hair and blue eyes, and she has a dark secret, but that is not shown until in another book. And for her voice has to be a beautiful teenage girl voice, like Mary Jane. Character 2 Zachary. Zachary is my best friend in the book. He is 14 years old, and has brown hair and green eyes, and he is a nerdy and geeky nerd. And for his voice has to sound like a normal nerdy teenage boy going through puberty. Character 3 Hashash is my high school bully in the book, and has blonde hair and brown eyes. And for his voice has to sound like a normal high school bully. Character 4 Hector Failsberg. Hector is the main antagonist in the book. He is 45 years old, and has dark brown hair and brown eyes, and is a ruthless businessman who is trying to take down another company. And for his voice has to sound like a normal grown man. Character 5 The math teacher. This character won't be that important, but still it's a character. This character will only appear at the very beginning of the first chapter. Last character, a school police officer. This character won't be that important either, but like I said earlier, it's still a character. This character will also appear in the very beginning of the first chapter. Very last character, Officer Jones. Officer Jones is a police officer. He is 40 years old, and has brown hair and dark green eyes. And for his voice has to sound like a country Texans type accent. And yeah, that should be it for all of the characters y'all will be voice acting. So now we will move on to the rules. So please just enjoy the epic music for the rest of this video. So now let's move on to the rules. Rule 1. You can't use another person's voice and claim that it's yours. Rule 2. Please actually try to voice act instead of goofing around. Rule 3. Your microphone doesn't have to be high quality, but make sure that all background noise is muted. Rule 4. You can only choose one character to voice act. Rule 5. You can't use voice effects. Last rule, you absolutely can't voice act the narrator, because I will be voice acting myself, who is the narrator. So now we are going to be moving on to the plot of the book and what I will do when I finish the first chapter. Now let's move on to the plot of the book and what I will do after I finish the first chapter. So to start things off, the book is called The Amazing Blue Spider-Man: A Hero's Beginning. So you guys did already guess that. The book will be the beginning and the story about how I became the Amazing Blue Spider-Man. And as I said before, there will be more books after I finish the first book. And in the plot, there is a company that is trying to shut down Hector's company. So Hector creates weapons and tries to take down the other company. But what he doesn't know is that the amazing blue Spider-Man is here to save the day. So for Chapter 1. Chapter 1's plot will pretty much be like an introduction to the book. And I'm not sure what the plot of Chapter 2 or any of the other chapters will be. But I'll eventually think of something. Anyways, it's time to talk about what I will do after I finish Chapter 1. So when I finish Chapter 1, I will post the first chapter on my YouTube channel, and leave all of the voice actors' social medias down in the description. Because I can't pay them because I sadly only have 4 subscribers on my YouTube channel. And so far I'm 90-something% done with Chapter 1. So I'm almost done with Chapter 1. But I've been taking some breaks from making it, so you guys should have plenty of time to start voice acting. So now we are going to move on to the last and final thing. We are going to be moving on to what lines the characters will say. So please just enjoy the music for the rest of the video. Now we are going to move on to what lines the characters will say. So first character is Alice. So the lines that Alice will say are, next character is Zachary. So the lines that Zachary will be saying are, next character is Ash. So the lines that Ash will say are, sup dweebs? Sup puny West? Are you giving me attitude? Did you hear me? You think you're funny, punk? Gonna knock your teeth out. Next character is Hector. So the lines that Hector will be saying are, next character is the school police officer. So the lines that the school police officer will say are, alright, what's the problem here? Ash, can you please come with me? The next and last character is the math teacher. So the lines that the math teacher will say are, anyways, so yeah guys, that's the end of this video. So go out there and start voice acting and send them to me at Hangouts. And I may choose one of your voices in the Chapter 1 video. I'm very excited to do the first chapter of the book, because I'm really trying to make this first book good. So that's why I'm excited to do this first chapter. And yeah, I'll see all you awesome webheads later.